Thanks for joining the session today. So the next 2.5 hours are we are going to discuss about what is AI and how it is helping for the industry to make them their applications or make them their products to be more easier to development. And as a developer, like in a what type of the skill sets which we required and what are the job roles are available in the market. And we see in the few of the job portals which are based out in the USA and which is based out in the India as well. And along with that, we see the number of jobs which has posted in the recent like in recent month, which we can consider, or like in the current month, the number of jobs are which is available in the market side. Along with that, what are the skill set which we required for us to become a AI developer? Suppose we are working for the other domain industry, like in a Java or like in a full stack developer, or like in as in a mobile developer. If we wanted to be the switching, if we wanted to be switched to the role as an AI developer, so what are the basic skill set we required to become as an AI developer, or to become as a machine learning engineer, or to become a data scientist? So those are the like the what the skill set which we are going to discuss. Along with that, we are going to see that the what was a package or packages providing by the industries. So we see in the live few of the job portals also, so that we can also get a clear awareness of the like in a why AI is booming and why many of the people are switching to their jobs, either like in a financially or like in a, they wanted to enhance their skill set as for the current market growths. Okay. And follow with that, my team will going to walk you through the rag based applications, because many of the job the industry peoples are expecting the knowledge as in a the people who have the knowledge on the rag side, like in rag implementations, and understanding about the how to build this rag application side, which we are going to see in the coming of the like in sessions with our folks. So first, before we join to the before we start into the AI, see, many people like we are hear from our brothers, or like with the friends who are working already into the industry. So and we when we inquire with them, like we wanted I wanted to be getting some good package, so or else like then we can the people will be suggest that to why can't you switch for an as a AI role, right? Or like why can't you start with a new job career as an AI developer? So when we when we know that like so one such a skill set where it is helping for to be achieve as in a paying as in a good as in a like a good pay in the market. Along with that, the AI can be can really make the changes to the from any kind of application. So considering like we see by using the traditional based applications, and compared to the generative AI based applications as well. Because as we are seeing in the real time, right, like Tesla is one of the good example for the AI based application, where the humanless driver, like the persons like in the driverless cars which are into the field, in the ground field, where the people are started experiencing from their the kind of the work. So when we are seeing these applications, like we can understood that why the AI is like moving towards to the for each and every industry of the corner side. Either it can be considered to the healthcare, or it considered to be the automobile industry, or the banking sector, or insurance sector, or it's an agriculture sector. From everywhere, the AI is like AI is like building their their core technologies to make them the existing applications to be converting to the AI based products. So it's not only for one industry; it is for the all the industry which the people are. They started, adapting this AI technology to make them their applications to be more robust, and with the highly intelligence and skill based their the products as well. And coming to the AI, what is AI? See, everyone has having a question about the AI, right? Because when we wanted to start some new topic, or like when we wanted to switch our careers, first we need to understand about that what is mean by AI, by why they are giving as an AI developer role, or why they are giving as a machine learning role, or like NLP scientist or computer vision role. We need to understand about the background of the mean of AI, artificial intelligence, right? So artificial intelligence is nothing but the human. You can consider as a human how the humans performs like in a the day-to-day activity for the given task. Like, and if when we receive the task, like, and we'll complete, right? The task is nothing but, like, and consider you wanted to travel for an XYZ place, like, and you wanted to travel from India to USA. So what do you do? So, like, based on your experience, based on your capable person for to be handle this task, like, booking of the flight, from which flight which I need to be chosen, and what was the price. Okay, if I book this flight for the next 4 months, like an upcoming for 4 months duration, what was the rate which is appearing, and which airlines is the best for choosing of this travel period. So everything which can be decided by the human, right? The similarly for given of for taking of any task, how the humans will perform the for the task, similarly the AI applications also will perform. That is known by the AI. Okay, so similarly, if you see in the technological based definition, system create the applications. Those applications should be independent and decision maker. For the example, the human is the best example. Okay, so for given of any task, we think and we take up the decisions. What would be the right decision need to be taken for the given task. So this is the something different. This is what the AI compared to the traditional AI, traditional applications, like any the application which you develop with the .NET or C program or Java or Ruby or Rails, SAS, any kind of application, the programming languages which you consider, those are predefined set of instructions. So for working of for particular applications, we generally develop a one the applications with by considering of this program only to work for those specific fields, only for work for those specific tasks. But it cannot work if something which went wrong. What could be the decision need to be taken? So that is the difference between the general the program skills and the artificial intelligence program skills. Okay, considering for the any program, because you already started adapting this AI based application, like in smart AI sensors, smart ACs, and AI based ACs also, which is are into the market, and smart refrigerators, smart kind of watches, smart kind of laptops, smart kind of the washing machines. If you see for everywhere, it is not only for electronics industry, not only for the some set of applications, it is into the each and every of application with the specified industries as well. It is able to implementing this AI technology, right? If you are considering for the healthcare also, now the healthcare system is now able to identify that for the given for the patient, based on their the basic historical report, the AI system can able to tell the patient is going to have the patients will have the diagnostic problems or not. Okay, if the diagnosis, like, if he is not suffering from the diagnosis, okay, is there any chances of to be having a diagnosis, to be have to be diagnosed for this particular patients. Okay, what could be the reasons? Because of ease activity, or the physical activity, or what kind of the food activities which is preferring by the person. So all by considering all these informations also, which can be which can be predicted whether this particular future in the future, this particular patient is going to be is having a diagnosis problem or not, right? It's not, this is a one kind of the kind of use case which you can consider in the healthcare. And there are multiple health case which is there, right? Even the smart watch you can consider, based on your physical activity, based on your heart rate performance. It can, the sensors can will predict that, okay, you are going to suffer you are going to affect by the like the heart attack, because based on this analysis analyzing this the information of your heart rate and everything, right? So you can consider, think of that, like in everyday day to day in our life itself, we are using this AI applications, right? How the effectively these applications are helping for the many of the users to become like their lifestyles, or any for every industry, to make them their applications to be the more robust and intelligence based approach, right? This is something about which can be done from the artificial intelligence. Okay, so for to become the artificial, to building this artificial intelligence, we do require some core capabilities, right? Like if you consider for any programming language, or if you wanted to become a software developer, first you will be plan of, right, what programming languages need to be chosen, and then you will follow with that. Okay, if I choose this programming language, okay, what are the the editors, or how will I going to write this program. Okay, and what could be the basic the necessity skills, which skill set which is required. Similarly, to making of any artificial intelligence application, you require the core capability of machine learning and deep learning and the generative AI. So these are the three primary skill set which is required for AI developer. As you are the data scientist, or you are NLP engineer or NLP scientist, or you are become a generative AI engineer, or you become a data analyst, or you become. So if you consider for any position, you required of this core skill set, okay, which is very very mandatory for any every AI developer, because these skill sets are which will be primarily used for to develop any AI applications. Okay, so once we end all of this, the course, and we are going to discuss more in detail for each and every algorithm in the perspective of machine learning, or in the perspective of deep learning, or in the perspective of generative AI. Because considering machine learning is like 5 years children, so you are interacting with the 5 years of children. So when you are working with the deep learning, consider you are interacting with the 20 years of the person, 20 years of the person. So just imagine. Okay, so the difference between the 5 years old and 20 years old, you can see the difference of the answers which you expect from the people, right? Similarly, like generative AI also, you can consider like in a person who is having a 60 years old guy. So consider 60 years old guy, he can know, he have a complete end to end of knowledge, like what could be the taken with his experience, with the failures, with the success, end to end information which you know that. So generative AI is nothing but the 60 years old. I'm just telling you that why the core capability which is required for the AI industry. So as you start the career in the AI, first we start with the 5 years old baby. So like the machine learning. Then once we understand, once we experienced with this ML, then we jump to the deep learning, then we go with the kind of generative AI. Okay, it's all about the part, okay, the things which we are going to learn. And for this we required like the what kind of programming languages which we are going to use, which we are going to see in the upcoming slides. I hope everyone clear about what is AI now. If any queries, please feel free to your post your message in the chat room, so that we can try to address you by end of this workshop as well. Okay, so now, as I'm saying you that AI is like in a human, right? How the human will perform the given task. Similarly, the AI based applications also will we do. So as we are seeing, the Tesla is the one with the good example. Similarly, if we can go in deeper way by comparing with the traditional based programs and AI based programs, one is you consider like early 10 years ago or 15 years ago, even the currently based on the price, like an AI based applications, like an AI based machines, which is slight higher than the traditional based the washing machines which we are which we see that the price is also little difference, but because of the futures. Now if you see in traditional washing machines, just consider you have to set all the manual operations. So what type of the water levels you have to add it, and how much quantity of the detergent powder you have to keep it based on the weights, and the timer functions you have to set up. Okay, and all the kind of water levels you have to be set up, like in a 3 or 4 level, 5 level, 6 levels, which you have to set up, and the spin time you have to be set up. Okay, so you consider these are all the setups which has to be done by the manually with the human intervention, right? Now when you coming to the AI based applications, so where we saying these are the intelligent based application. As soon as you keep the cloths into the machine, so machine will identify, once you switch on the power, it will identify what is the detergent, like and how dirty these cloths are available, and what type of the fabric the people has kept it in the machine, and it's in a cotton, or it is in a kind of the rough material, it is in a jeans, all kind of information which has been analyzed by the machine itself, with the sensors which has been handled by the AI. And along with that, based on the dirtiness and based on the cloth, the fabric type, which the system it will auto select like in the water levels as well. With the system, it's itself decide how much water has to be water has to need to be considered, and it control it set up completely from end to end without any providing the instruction. Just you have to switch on, switch off. That's all. And even because of if something which the the system will perform little early, it will auto turned off as well, so that you can save the power as well. So these are the kind of the kind of the futures which can be developed only with the AI based machines. Right now you can see the difference why many of the people, many of the companies are looking for the AI developers into their industry to make them the applications to be the more robustness and more intelligence way how the human will be considered. This is the difference between the, that's why the booming of the AI here. Now coming to that, as we have discussed, like in a, it's very good that like in a by seeing the traditional based program and the AI based program, right? We know that traditional based programs which can be generally can be taken the C language, C++ language, or Java, or Ruby, Rail, or .NET, which can be considered. But to implementing this AI applications, what are the languages which need to be considered? The one such popular programming language as a Python programming language, because if you into the market, the first primary skills they expect from the AI developer is that do you have a knowledge on the Python? Yes, if required, the because to making this AI applications into the production means you always have to, we always have to be think that whenever whichever the application we develop, that application has to be utilized by the end user or the customers. Then only that application should be valuable, right? Until that this particular application, if it is not used by your end user, then there is no meaningful of to developing this AI or to developing any application. It's not only AI, considering for any traditional application. So in order to make them these applications to be the production level and to be used by your end user, one such programming language can be used as in the industry is in Python programming language. Because choosing of the Python is also, this is the one of the region. And along with that, we see that many of the frameworks or libraries which will help you to make the program to be more easier. So those all the frameworks or libraries which are developed in the Python language itself, that is that is also one of the key reason the people to choose in the programming language Python. So other languages also which can be expected from the AI developers in the industry, R or SQL Julia or SAS program as well. But R is basically used for making of the statistical analysis, so it is more easier to perform for given any kind of data sets. Now as I told you, when you like in a writing of the programming languages will, which is good by choosing of the Python. Now if you wanted to build AI based application along with the Python, as I told you that you required some framework, right, for to implementing any programming language or to creating the CSS tool, or like consider you are, you wanted to create this image. So for creating the image there are plenty of tools, right, like in PNG, JPG. Once you create the image, you have to save, means there are multiple type of format which is there: PNG, JPG, JPEG, okay. And other kind of the formats also which is will be available. Each and every the formatting of the image, like in the image saving of, will be having their own kind of set of advantages and disadvantages which you can consider. Similarly, if you wanted to develop kind of such kind of the things which you require the machine learning, like in the frameworks, it's like TensorFlow, PyTorch, Scikit-learn, Keras. For machine learning and deep learning, I'm saying you, for developing any applications, you require these are the frameworks. These frameworks will help the developer to make them program to be more easier. These frameworks which has developed by the specified algorithms or algorithm specialists who develop this, keep on these frameworks. TensorFlow, which has developed by the Google, and PyTorch framework, which is developed by the Facebook of research teams. Okay, and the scikit-learn is also MIT, the people which has developed, and Keras is also part of the TensorFlow only. Okay, these frameworks will help the developers to write the program to write the program with the more easier. Suppose consider in earlier, without these frameworks, like if you wanted to read one Excel file, you have to write some 10 to 15 lines of code for to reading the one Excel file. But when we utilizing these frameworks or libraries, So by using of one or two lines of code which you can able to read your Excel file, that is the beauty. 75% of the code which is the programs are already have been written, so which we need to know that to implement which are the frameworks need to be considered to develop these applications. And as you see that these are the data processing tools like in a pandas, numpys, or spark. Okay, so if you are to read any kind of the historical data, because for creating any AI applications you require the knowledge, right? How will we get the knowledge? Only by learning of the information, right? Where we will get the learning of the information? If I wanted to create a one application, so I required the historical information. This based on this historical information only which I can be able to develop the AI based application. Through that I can able to forecast what kind of the information is going to be present in the next 4 days. Considering for the weather information example, if you wanted to create some weather forecast report tool, so what you take for, you will going to consider 5 years or 10 years of volume of data. So when you are considering the terabytes of data or petabytes of data or gigabytes of data, it's very hard to read that, right? So for that, what you do, what you consider, you will going to use the Spark, PySpark, or Hadoop tools, or like, and you are going to use the Pandas to read the such kind of huge volume of the data with the easier process. And one more, when we wanted to make the charts, because if you're handling with such a huge volume of the data, and when we are trying to understand the trends of this information, these trends will be the various numbers. We cannot we won't we cannot remember all the numbers, right? So when we show them these numbers with the graph visual based appearance, like in a graphs, by showing the bar chart or pie chart, then the people can able to understand about the number, what this number is trying to say. That consider, if you are trying to show them the information of the various locations like Mumbai, Bangalore, Texas, or New York. So if I show them the places in the visually with those numbers, so people can easily understood that, okay, this numbers is coming for this sales belongs to this particular region. So that kind of all the visually appearance graph sketch which can be developed with the Matplotlib and Cpan as an AI developer. So these are the basically basic tools, or like the languages which can be utilized for the AI. So don't be fear about that. Oh, if do I need to learn the Python program, the new programming language? Okay, the Python is very easier language, and you can learn with the 3 to 4 days of, if you can spend correctly with the 3 to 4 days, you could be expert in the Python programming language. You don't need to worry about the syntax, and you don't need to worry about the to make the one application. You don't need to worry about that to writing the 100 lines of code. With the 10 to 15 lines of code, where you can create your own applications as well. That is a such beauty of the Python programming language. So even our expertise, Python expertise, who are working into the industry, they provide you the training, and they provide you the skill set, like in how to you to become as an expertise in the Python programming language as well. They provide you the tips and what kind of the things which you need to be learned, and how to solve by yourself in the debugging when you encounter some issues as well. So, one coming to the generative AI tools, like in a chat GPTs, all the tools which can be developed with the generative AI, like in a chat GPT or Git Copilot or Jasper AI Cloud. Okay, all these are the generative AI based, where you write the question, right? It will provide you the solution for that. Even every day, people will start using chat GPTs and everything. So you, without spending of much time, you can generate your own codes as well. And these applications also which can be created by the AI developers only. Okay, so just imagine, so you don't know about the Java, you don't know about the .NET, but even you can build these applications with the generative AI tools. So that is the one such beauty of the to become as an AI developer. And Hugging Face and LangChain is the two frameworks which will be utilized for the to developing these applications. Sorry. And cloud services, like in generally for most of industry, they prefer to utilize the Amazon Web Services to creating these AI applications, or to developing this end to end of ML development applications, or like in any kind of AI based applications can be developed with the AWS SageMaker. And Google Vertex, this is in a non-coders, like the people who don't have any knowledge on the uh, programming language, they also can build their own AI applications with the Google Vertex AI as well. And Azure OpenAI and IBM Watson, these two services which will get the LLMs, large language models, as a service base. So which can be utilized for applications, and we can build the applications very easily. As you can see that, I will show you one application. So this is the minimal code. With the minimal code, which you can build your application. This is how we call this Azure Chart, OpenAI, and other APIs as well. Okay, so which is very very easy. Chart Bedrock. Okay, so all these models can be developed within the with the Python programming language with the minimal code. Do not need to worry about that. Okay, so you can see this Anthropic Cloud, which is coming from the Amazon Web Services, and you can see the Azure, this GPTs and Azure, everything which is appearing from the Azure platform. So these are the kind of interesting things which we are going to learn on this particular course once you enroll as an AI developer. Okay, and these are the kind of interesting, the various models which are going to explore, like in a if you wanted to generate your image, so what kind of the tools we have, and how you can be develop your own kind of chart gpts and everything which can be explored by ourselves. Okay, yeah. Now coming to that, see now, okay, if I have learned the AI positions, and I know about that, like, and I completed my AI training program, and now what is my next step? Like in a, so you can see that there are plenty of jobs are which is available, and even many of the industries they are trying to hire you the AI developer who is having a right skill set. Like, and even you can see that the market growth for AI industry, the by end of this 2025, these are the latest information which I've taken from the various the portals from the business trends, like 134 billion dollars which they wanted to invest by this end of this year into the AI field, considering for every industry, like in either it may be the healthcare, or it may be the cyber security, like in a network industry, either it may be the electronic industry. Globally they wanted to industry they wanted to invest for the AI applications for 134 billion dollars. And many of the people they started adopting this AI technology. Like, as you see that 45% of the companies they are actively working on to make them the existing applications to be AI based applications. And every month or every year you can see the many of the job postings as well. And you can see 2024 itself, like, for one city, if I consider total 16,000 the job post which has been available. So you can compare with the other the programming language or other job posting. When coming to the as a AI developer, there are plenty of jobs which is coming into the market in every day. And coming to the industry wise also, you can see that in every industry, specifically to the healthcare industry also, the people are adapting the AI technology. They have started implementing this AI applications as well for each and every corner of the scenario, like in considering for the cancer detection, or considering for the cancer, the what could be the kind of the precautions which can be taken to identify the early cancer, and the kind of the solutions, like how to treat this cancer information, and what could be the early heart rate detection system, and how can be overcome all kind of the end-to-end the healthcare system which has been developing with this AI based approach. And along with that, the banking side as well, considering the banking system, identifying the fraud detection system, or identifying the who are the customers is going to be the defaulter for the next year or next 5 years. How do we overcome from this those situation? Because if the customers are defaulters, like after providing the loan, that will be huge impact to the bankers as well, right? So as in a banking industry, they wanted to identify the early, so that can be developed. Those applications also can developed by the AI developers only. And you can see the marketing and advertising industry also, they are hiring the AI peoples, like 237% is increased. Because if you are having a right skills in the AI, and if you are in a AI developer, the people start hiring you, like the people, many of the people are looking for the AI engineer in their industry. So these are the core AI skills which already we have studied. Like in the persons who is having a machine learning and deep learning and natural language processing. So these are the high skills which are demanded in the market. Like so just consider the kind of NLP. What is mean by NLP? NLP is nothing but like all the text based information. See, when you visit for the restaurant, what you say, what you do, as soon as you come out from the restaurant, you immediately start providing the review for the restaurant, right? So that review is nothing but the text information, the kind of the the how you feel about by visiting that restaurant, right? Or like if you like that restaurant, so I have liked it, the restaurant, the way of their the ambience or the unique foodness of their restaurant. So you are going to provide your happiness or the feel of your, if you felt any bad, like, and you are going to provide you the negative reviews, right? So that particular information only we call as an NLP, that text pre-processing. For related to any text based problems, we consider as a NLP is a domain, okay? And natural language processing is a domain, like natural language understanding, natural language inference. And you can see that, okay? So which were any kind of applications which will work on the text based informations, which we all can be comes under the NLP side. And when you're working with the surveillance system, considering in a face recognition system, or considering in the object detection system, because you see that as in a, we are talking about the Tesla, right? When we are talking about the Tesla, see how the car can identify that if any object is which is coming from the opposite. So as soon as if the object is like anything which is an harmful or which is obstacle to your path, the system has to take in the decision, right? That obstacle path, which is a what kind of this obstacle path, right? So this all can be identified through the surveillance system, the camera which will monitor. So then only it can be considered that. So those kind of that surveillance system will record the session and it will process the images. So whenever you work with any images or video based applications, so that applications will comes under the computer vision domain. So this is also part of AI only. There is nothing that there is not a difference outside of the AI. It is in a part of AI itself. So we have to understood the terminology and what kind of the scenarios which we are working inside that. So as we have seen the programming languages as well, like in Python, PyTorch, TensorFlow, these are the essential the frameworks and tools which is required for to development as well. Now, like I have learned and everything right now, what kind of the roles which are available in the market. So as a computer vision engineer, you can say that, or generative AI engineer, you can see that. So machine learning engineer or AI developer or AI engineer. So all these are the set of roles which will be offered to you as an AI skill set. Okay, if you have a machine learning, deep learning, or generative AI, all this comes under the AI picture. So company to company, they provide you the different positions. As you see that, so we only fear that, like in, hey, I have learned this AI skill set, so I could be eligible for only for the AI developer position. See, in companies, as for their requirement, they provide you their job title names. So we have to never have to fall under the based on the job title, which we have to go inside the job description. And then if the skill set which is matches to your the skill set which you have learned, then you can be able to apply for those positions as well. So consider the people, the various job title, like in a, they will provide you into the market, like in a machine learning engineer or deep learning engineer or data scientist or AI research scientist or data engineer. Data engineer is nothing but don't be fall into the data engineer always. Sometimes the people will you provide you to as a data engineer, but it all never comes into the data engineer as a AI developer. Okay, and consider NLP engineer also, computer vision engineer or algorithm engineer, AI algorithm engineer also the people will provide you, and robotic engineer, AI robotic engineer or software engineer into the AI and ML also they will provide you. So you are eligible for all these positions. Okay, you can directly apply whenever you see these positions will be appears. Now now we are well and good, like these are the positions I understood if I completed my course or if I expertised in this AI skill set, right? By learning of the machine learning or by learning of the deep learning or by learning of the generative AI. Once you study one, then you have understood the various job titles, positions as well. Now where to apply? So these are the various job search portals which you can see that, like in a freelancer website is there, AI jobs apps is there, AI jobs.ai is there, and Tila, Cutshot, Upwork, Moe Jobs, and many kind of job search portal where you can get the AI based job positions in the as for your geographical location. Even you can see in for Indian market also. So in an Indian market, coming to the AI, these are the various job portals like in Naukri, Monsters, Shine, Instashare, Iris, okay, and LinkedIn also you can consider. These are the popular job portals where you can where you can get the AI based positions. See, now you can see this is the wonderful. You can see in the UI market also, if you just now I have taken before this workshop started, 92,000 plus AA positions are available in the across the UI. Now just imagine, if you are if you are good capable of AI skills, then you, why won't you get the job? Many of the jobs are available. Even there, the industry people are looking for the right skill set who is can be handled from end to end system, right? So these the people, the industries also wanted the right skill set person in the AI position. And you can see in the machine learning jobs also, you can see if I type the artificial intelligence key, you can see the 92,000 plus job is there. And if I just type the machine learning jobs also, you can see that 77,000 plus is there. So that's why I always even before this slide also I have shown you that for all these job titles you are eligible as an AI developer, right? So the people will keep you the various job titles, so don't be fall under that. So just go through that, because once you learn this AI developer as an AI programmer, AI training, so you will be eligible for all these various job activities. 77,000 place and 44,000 into the machine learning in the India. And you can see just by Feb, in the month of Feb itself, for the Indian market, you can see 44,000 jobs are available. Jobs are posted in the Naukri. You can see that. And AA jobs, you can see that. People provide as an AA job or data scientist or AA engineer. So the people will write with the various information. Okay. So this all comes into the AA field only. So if you see that Jeep Recruiter also, you can see that many of the positions they are ready to pay you the very good pay as well. And see the remote jobs, the people will looking for the remote jobs as well. They can, you can see the salary also. This is not not telling by me. This is provided by the industry. Their company range, salary range. You can see that 158K dollars per year to the minimum salary range and maximum salary range. You can see that for 250K dollars or to 250K dollars for year. Like many, this is for the AI, and you can see the for machine learning engineer also roles. So this is all about like 3 days ago only. This is position has been posted for this one. You can see all the skill set and which can be provided by the employees. Even if you type for the machine learning engineer, you can see many of the jobs are available in the market. See, see, 75 to $77 they are providing for ever. And even you will get the more the packages as well. You can see 165K minimum package which they are offering for the AI and ML engineer. So consider, and so you will have plenty of opportunities in the market. So there's nothing to fear about. What if I can, once I enroll, once I finish of this course, will I am going to get the job or not? See, our teaching or the kind of the training program we prepared in a way that like in a as for the industry standard, by considering the industry standard and with the industry experienced people, we are teaching of the complete end to end of the course model, like because an AI developer, when you are into the industry, what kind of the skill set which companies will expect from the candidate, like creating the model to deploying the model with the building the APIs and showing of having the knowledge and the cloud side, either by using the AWS or either by using the Azure Azure platform, so which will completely will provide you the end-to-end knowledge as well. So as you can see that many of the traditional roles are impacted, as you people see that if you considering for the .NET or Java or any kind of web developer or a kind of full stack developer, many of the jobs are very less compared to the AI jobs which you see in the market. So the people started impacting to the digital side or marketing side or administration side, all kind of the roles which are started impacting when the as AI developers are creating these applications to be the more robust and more intelligence to be approached. So only as you said that these positions for yourself for an A roles by learning, continuous learning and getting of the up to date of with the market, understanding the various research papers and various algorithms, and those algorithms can be implemented with this the skill set which you require. So all kind of these informations will be helpful for you to get the A based job roles. And we can see that as you see that like in 9 million jobs or 19 million jobs which is going to available by this 2025 as well, so you no need to worry about that. Plenty of jobs is available in the market if you have a right skill set, because in the Google or in the YouTube and many of the mediums documents where you can get all the information, but only the thing what could be the right information which need to be picked up, which we need to know that by picking up the right information only it will be added value for your for making your career growth towards to the AI, right? Learning the all information which does not help you, picking of the right information which will help you, that is what we provide you as an as we are into the AI industry. Yeah, that's all for my end, because I hope you people now understand about the AI, what is AI, and what are the job roles are available, and the pay you also you can say that it's a very good pay for the AI developers and data scientists and everyone. So it's not only for the one thing. You can see many of the jobs as well. They are paying very well in the market. See, you can see that February 2025 itself, 24,877 NLP job vacancies are available. See, all you are eligible for these jobs if you are in if you are learn the AI skills. Even in the India, they are good, they are paying good package, 35 to 40, 50 lakhs they are paying if you are capable of that. Okay, so that's all from my side. Okay, please feel free to ask me and any questions. Are these jobs for freshers? Yes, these jobs are available for freshers as well. If you have any right skill set, like any, definitely the people will hire you. And you have to make some capstone projects. You have to show them by yourself, right? Then you can able to prove them to the industry. Hey, I'm a fresher, but I have an experienced fresher. This is what you are going to get from the KKR side as you want to become the experienced fresher, because you already have worked on the industry based use cases and industry based applications. So with that, that can be, you can add it to your resume and it will be value added for your value you're explaining to the any employer. Will you get certificate? Yes, you will get. Most of questions will my the colleagues are explained everything, the material and everything you will be get it, and you will get like our main the goal is you to be make you as an zero knowledge to the at least 3 years of the person, the experienced candidate, like in the person who is having a 3 years, if he is a person is working into the 3 years into the same industry, the similar kind of experience we make you the persons who are going to learn this AI programming. That is the one beauty from our side. So that's all from my side, and I'm handing the session to the our my fellow folk.
Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to KKR Gen AI Innovations channel.